Yes. The time has finally come. I've just made my official Demon Slayer channel. So before we get into the video, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my Demon Slayer channel known as Tanji Reek. Yes, if you guys know Tanjiro, I had to throw the little pun on the name, but no, no seriousness. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my Demon Slayer channel. A video should already be out. And if you guys love Demon Slayer, then get excited because I just got done catching up to the manga, and boy, oh boy, this series is nothing short of greatness. So in case you guys have not already, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my Demon Slayer channel. The Magic Knights are one of the most hypest groups in all of Black Clover, but what if I told you that a new Magic Knight squad could be making a rise out of the ashes? Now, yes, we know that currently the Clover Kingdom, they need new Magic Knights after the Elf Invasion arc. Now, if you're anime only, I'm not going to spoil it for you because you're currently in the Elf Invasion arc, but just know that after the arc is finished, many Magic Knights are weakened severely, and I'm not talking about just the Knights. I'm talking about the Magic Knight squads themselves, to a point where we seen characters like Yuno, they were appointed to vice captain because of the whole situation on the Elf Invasion arc. So that just goes to show you that the Magic Knight squads, they are definitely at a point where they are very weakened within the Clover Kingdom. But at the same time, we know the Clover Kingdom, they have plenty of strong straggler mages, and by straggler mages I mean mages that really don't have anywhere to go. For example, everybody who was following Patoli or Licked, however you want to call him, I call him Patoli now that the anime onlys know the truth. But no, in all seriousness, every one of Patoli's followers, like Rades and all of those guys, they don't really have anywhere else to go. So I definitely do think that they could end up joining a Magic Knight squad. Now, whether they join a current one, which I think would be less likely just because they are already evil, and I don't know if anybody would be currently willing to take them in. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't, or maybe they could use this moment to gather up all the mages like Rades and everybody else who doesn't really have a place to go, and then form their own Magic Knight squad. But in order to have a Magic Knight squad, we already know that you need a Magic Knight captain. So I definitely do think that there's multiple different characters that could potentially become a new Magic Knight captain for the new Magic Knight squad. And the number one candidate is obviously Asta. Now, we have seen what Asta has gone through in order to make him become a candidate for a Magic Knight captain. Yes, Asta, we know that he trained underneath Yami, and he pretty much did learn all the moves that Yami learned, all the beginning moves like Ki and swordsmanship from one of the captains. And we also do know that after the time skip, Asta, he can finally fly now, which was one of the main important things that a captain needed to do. He can't do it off of a broomstick, but I gotta say, the way that he does it is way more badass and epic than any type of broomstick. But no, in all seriousness, now that Asta has come back from the time skip full-fledged, I definitely do think it's safe to say that he has the power to lead his own Magic Knight squad. And speaking of power, I gotta discuss his rival Leopold. Yes, we know that Leopold, he does want to surpass both of his siblings, and we've seen after the time skip, he has gotten way taller than Asta, to a point where he's starting to look like a baby Fuegoleon. So I'm starting to think, what if he actually does join his own Magic Knight squad and leave the Crimson Lions to Fuegoleon and Merliona, because we already know that they're in good hands when it comes to vice captain and captain material. So what if Leopold finally does decide to lead his own Magic Knight squad? And speaking of Magic Knight squad, it wouldn't be a video if I did discuss Julius himself, because we know that this is the man who appointed Yami as captain before, and he was once captain of the Blue Deer. So what better way to have the former Wizard King start all over than to give him his own magic squad and have him rise up through the ranks again? I definitely do think that that would be amazing to see Julius build up his old squad, because we were all wondering what was Julius's squad like before he became the Wizard King, and now this might be a chance for us to see Julius finally make his own squad, and we'll finally be able to see him go up against the Black Bulls and his good friend Yami. And last but not least, I have to discuss Fonzel Kruger, because we know this man, he did leave the Diamond Kingdom, and he is very good friends with Asta and the Black Bulls and everybody else. And we already know that Fonzel, he has his own little small following between his wife, his student. So these characters, they could already make up of a squadron with him being a captain. He could already have vice captains, you know, maybe a first mate too. So I do believe that Fonzel Kruger, Asta's former teacher, one of the best mentors in Black Clover, he's personally one of my favorite characters. I enjoyed seeing his arc, and he's very funny. I definitely do think that he could come back and he could be a leader of a new Magic Knight squad for the Clover Kingdom. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.